Happy New Year, guys. This is Mrs. Vance, and I wanted to do a quick little video about POGIL worksheets. In the feedback that I asked you for at the end of the semester, some of you indicated that you thought the POGILs were a waste of time, whereas others thought they were really, really important. So I wanted to give you a little bit of background about how these are actually supposed to work. So the big thing that you need to know about POGIL is that POGIL stands for Process-Oriented Guided Inquiry Learning, okay? And the whole idea behind the POGIL is to help guide you through learning about some kind of complex process, one step at a time, from simpler to more complex. And at the end of it, hopefully you've learned enough about that process, whatever it happens to be able to apply it in a situation that you might use it in your learning with your topic that you're learning about. Okay, they're really meant to be done a section at a time by a small group, followed by discussion, class-wide discussion. Okay, and this is how we do it in the on-site classes, but it's kind of hard to do that virtually, and so I haven't really. Everything was kind of crazy getting started last fall, and I got in the habit of just kind of giving you that to work through. And like I said, some of you felt like you got a lot out of POGILs, whereas others thought you didn't really get much out of it at all. I thought about it was just really a long worksheet with a lot of questions on it. Okay, so here's what's supposed to happen. Okay, students are supposed to work in groups of 3 or 4 to discuss and complete a section, but usually a model that has, pictures, diagrams of some kind to show you something. Sometimes there are a couple of sections within a model. It just depends on what the topic happens to be. But generally speaking, you work through that section down to a stop sign with a certain amount of time, usually 5 to 10 minutes, depending on how long the model is and what's involved with it. Okay. While students are working, the teacher circulates through the classroom and listens to what's going on in the discussions, maybe inserting a comment here and there, seeing how the students are going, how they're doing, and understanding things. And at the end of the time, then the teacher facilitates a discussion over the key points of that section, okay? And then you repeat that as long as you need it to complete the activity. Sometimes we finish it within a class period. Sometimes we might do part of it one day, finish it up another day. Sometimes we'll do part of it and then maybe have you finish some of it for homework. That's generally how we do it in the on-site classes. Okay. The big thing that I usually like to do really is discuss the extension questions rather than assign those, because this is the part where you really are able to start applying whatever it is that you just learned about, applying that knowledge or that understanding that you gained through doing the POGIL. So that's how it's supposed to work. Now, that's not always easy to do virtually, okay? Most of my on-site students really like doing POGILs. In fact, I have a lot of students both in pre-AP Bio and AP Bio that tell me that they think that the POGILs are one of the best things that we do all year long that really help them understand various biological topics that we're learning about. And some of you have picked up on that through your own learning of it, whereas others have thought they were just really a lot of busy work, okay? Some of you may have tried to Google answers, and you can find the answers online relatively easily, okay? But here's the problem. If you're just looking up answers, that's not what this is about. It's not about putting a correct answer, because I'm not really going to take a grade on them. I'll look at them to see how you're doing. But I don't usually take grades on them because I know you can look up answers, okay? And that's just kind of cheating, both of us, to do that. The big thing about it is that it's helping you understand and learn about something in a way that's meaningful to you, okay? So what I've decided to do this semester is we're going to try doing POGILs a little bit differently, at least at the beginning here, by pairing a section of the POGIL with the relevant notes on that topic. In the first unit this spring, then that's what we're going to do. We're going to have notes on a particular facet of what we're learning about, and then we're going to have the POGIL as to go along with that to kind of reinforce the information that you're gathering. And then hopefully by doing it a little bit at a time like that, it'll seem, number one, it'll seem less burdensome to you, and number two, it'll hopefully help you get the benefit of the way they help you learn. Now, the other thing that I have considered doing, and I tried doing this a little bit with one of my AP groups last fall, it didn't really work out very well, but it might work better with you guys. We can try, if you would like to do a Zoom session during office hours each time we do a POGIL, if you're interested in doing that. We usually do one or so with pretty much every unit that we do. Sometimes there are more, depending on what the topics happen to be. But I have office hours by Zoom, usually twice a week. In the fall, it was Tuesday and Friday mornings. We might change that a little bit in the spring. I'll let you know for sure. Usually during what's my third period, which starts at about 10:15 or so. So maybe like about 10:30 for about 30 minutes or so. And we can definitely have breakout rooms if you want to do that, to do the working together and discussing, or we can just do it a little bit at a time, let you work through something and then discuss it. And so if y'all are interested in doing that, we can do that. We'll talk about it. You can let me know, send me a message, or I'll put out a form or something like that, or a question, an update to see if you have any comments or questions about that. But I'd really like you to get the benefit of the POGILs, because I really think that they're one of the best things that we do as far as helping you understand things. And like I said, most students on site come to that same conclusion about the POGILs. They're really good. They're good to study when you're studying something about for a test or reviewing something. It's really good to go back through and get the relevant pieces put together. So let me know what you think. I just wanted to put together a little video and a little session just to kind of talk about what it is we're trying to accomplish with the POGILs, and hopefully you'll appreciate them a little bit better and get a little bit more out of them if you did not get as much out of them last fall. See you soon. Bye.